Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How are you? It is Tuesday, so I will be live tonight on Facebook Live for Tuesday Tarot at 7 p.m. at Guidance 311. Yay! And I've been pretty remiss uploading it to the channel just because of some technical difficulties, but I am here with you. And I'm doing something a little different. So I'm hoping that it will be received well. And I hope that you're all doing well. So let's get some candle burning, crystals out, centered and grounded and ready for the message that wants to come through today. So if you've been watching my Facebook posts, you know that these energies are a lot, that we are in transition, we are in transformation. And so let's see what we want to bring forth today. I also want to say that ironically enough, I had to reschedule my meetup in the Living in Love community at subkit.com/guidance311. And it's actually going to now be on the equinox. So I think that's really cool. You know, sometimes when I reschedule things, even if it's an appointment, whatever it is, it's always the right time. It's always the right time. So it's really cool that we rescheduled. So on the 22nd, if you want to join me, please go and register. If you're not a member, that's okay. There's just a little bit of a fair exchange for non-members, or if you wanted to become a member, this would be a great time to do that because the meetup will then be free every month. All right, so let's, yeah. Oh, okay, so we're gonna take this card. We're gonna leave those right there, because that was a whole pile. I don't know if you noticed yesterday, but yeah, I pulled quite a few cards yesterday because that was what the energies were bringing us to. So the first card out is the Seven of Cups. So cups are being filled, and for some of you it's internally. For some of you, you're being brought to what needs to be transformed, because what's showing up is different than what has been in the past, and it's pushing things out. So for some of you, you're starting to receive and you're like, oh, this is cool, but the way in which you receive is to make space and room for it. So for some of you, the Seven of Cups feels good, but you're recognizing that, oh, it's pushing me out of or moving different parts of my life that can't stay the same. That I'm really coming into this time of choosing my road, where I want to go, what is good for me, and really moving towards where things are going to take me further on my journey. And anything that isn't serving me, anything that isn't feeling good, anything that's blocking me. You know, for some of you, you've got some real blockages where they're really pulling. It's like I'm seeing like you're being pulled on your coattails. Like, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. So it's hindering you, people and situations around you right now, from allowing you to receive because they're afraid of the direction you're going in, or they can feel that you're changing in such a way it's really changing you. But just know that this is your new road. That where you're being taken, where you're being guided, that is how you keep filling up your own cup. That you come into this divine masculine energy of standing in your power from that heart-centered space, not letting anybody hold you back, not letting anybody get you off course. This is about being very detail-oriented. This is about being very intentional with where you put your energy. Making lists would be great right now because of everything that's kind of coming at you. It can feel overwhelming. So lists might be, journaling might be really beneficial right now because you do have a lot weighing on you, a lot coming up emotionally that you don't know what to do with. Get into this Emperor energy of taking care of yourself in those very organized, schedule, detail way. I'm not coming up with a word it's right there on the tip of my tongue. Organization, schedules, planning, staying on task, being organized. That is going to help you really recognize where you're distracting yourself or where you're letting people kind of ride on your coattails. Because the King of Swords is coming in going, hey, it's time. All this masculine energy is showing up because it's time. It's time for you to cut away what doesn't serve you, recognize where you're stubbing your own toe. Where do you keep trying to put your energy that it's like, there was no return on my investment? Maybe I just spent an hour and a half on TikTok and I got nothing out of that. But I lost my hour and a half. I can't get that back. Or maybe you're recognizing that you've got someone that calls you every day and they say the same thing. And you give them advice, but they don't do anything with it. They're just stealing your energy every day. And it keeps you from being able to do what you need to do. Making the choices and decisions you need to make. Or even just having the time to recognize how you feel about things. Because this is all leading you into this Nine of Cups energy of wishes fulfilled, things coming together for you, things showing up. But if you keep staying in this distracted state, if you keep staying in this, I can't do it, I can't have it because of X, Y, or Z, you got to look at that. What is X, Y, and Z that's holding you back? Where do you really need to look at and say, okay, what is weighing on me that just is keeping me from going in taking the step I want to take? What's weighing on me that's keeping me held on the step that I'm on? In the job that I've had forever that doesn't feel good, in the relationship that just isn't going anywhere. Because all of this masculine energy is bringing you into now making choices and decisions that you can no longer not make. It's like the energy is going, you've got to make it. You've got to go. You're done feeling bad. You're done being weighed down. It's time to receive. And when you fill up your emotional cup, that is when your external starts to shift. But you've got to change your thoughts into positive expectation and I've got this and inspiration and everything is coming together for me. Because I'm looking at where my passion is, what I want to put my time and attention into, not what I'm being pulled to put my time and attention into. I'm ready to run in the direction of what I want. What makes me feel good. And it's going to upset some people. But I'm going to stand in my power. And if they're okay with it, they'll come. And if they're not, maybe they'll be back and maybe they won't, but that's on them, not on you. You can't change anyone else. All you can do is change yourself. And when you change yourself, that's when things start to change around you. The right opportunities show up, the right people show up, the right tribe shows up, the right inspiration shows up, the right teaching shows up, the right mentor shows up, the right place to live shows up. But if you're sitting there waiting for someone else to make that choice for you, if you're sitting there waiting for somebody else to get it, it's not the way it works. I wish it were that easy. I wish it were, right? We wouldn't have to make hard choices and decisions. It's not the way it works, unfortunately. All right, let's see what oh yeah, I love it. I usually pull one of these and I got 3 today. So this message is continuing because it's all about you getting into space of being able to manifest. When you are internally in a high vibration, right? You're in gratitude, you're in love, you're in positive expectation, you're in positive thinking, positive mindset. You're feeling the outcome. You're manifesting. And you can't get into manifestation if you're letting other people dictate to you how you feel about things. You can't get into high vibe state if you're allowing other people to weigh on your coattails. Because it's time for you to receive. Look at this. This angel is receiving. Your higher self is bringing you the inspiration. They're bringing you the passion. They're bringing you the ideas. They're helping you be the way shower in your own life so that you can manifest the resources, the opportunities, the people, the mentor, all those things. Whatever it is you're needing in your life right now. But if you're being bogged down and weighed down by people who aren't willing to look at their situation and make changes, there's nothing you can do about that except let them go and pray. Because you are in transformation. You are in. Everything is changing so that you can manifest what is for you. Many, many, many of you right now in this energy are being brought to what is for you. That's why you're going through this transformation. That's why you're feeling out of sorts. That's why you're feeling like certain things aren't working. They're not meant to work. They're not working because that's really not your road. You just haven't figured it out yet because that's where you're comfortable. It's where you've been forever or in a day. And you're like, this is what I've always known. But for some reason, things aren't working out right now. Or I'm being pushed, or I lost my job unexpectedly, or that person walked away from me. It's because you are in transformation so that you can get into where you need to be to manifest your purpose, your mission, your life, your happiness. You can't stay the same and expect a different result. Definition of chaos. I know this is hard work. I know it's scary. I know it's lonesome. It's isolating. Nobody can walk through this fire but you. And your team of guides, angels, ascended masters, your higher self. You're not alone, even though physically you may feel alone. And you may feel like you're having conversations with people and they don't know what the hell you're talking about. They can't. They haven't walked your shoes. So get into connection with Mother Gaia. Get into connection. Feel the connection to the earth, to the animals, to the plants, to the energy of Mother Gaia that is all around you, grounding you, supporting you. Because as you go through these transformations, you can feel out of control. You can feel like you're in this hurricane at the eye of the storm and you don't know how to get through it. Connect. Connect to your heart. Connect to Mother Gaia. Connect to the divinity within. You're not alone. So whatever the changes are for you, in each and every one of you, it's going to be very different. But we're all going through some kind of change, some kind of upgrade, some kind of evolution, some kind of ascension. We're being brought to somewhere we've never been before. But it's good. It's your next step. And what you're leaving behind may or may not catch up to you. You gotta let it be what it is. And be honest with yourself. Is this good for me? Is this giving back to me as much as I'm giving to it? And if the answer is no, you've got to take the step forward. Because where you're going is where you're meant to be. It will be better. It's always better. Because your highest self has the roadmap. Has the roadmap. Face your fears. Release the power of fear. There it is. And this can be the hardest thing you're being asked to do, is face your fears. Fear is a powerful thing. It's one of the, earliest programmings. It's your fight or flight, right? And releasing your fear can be daunting. You can even be asking me, like, how the heck do I do that? Facing it is looking straight at it and going, okay, I see you. I see you. I see the fear that is in the pit of my stomach that's telling me not to move forward because I've never gone in that direction before and I'm scared to death. Take the step anyway. Facing the fear is making a move into a new situation that you've never been in before, but your whole being is calling you to go in that direction. Go anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is doing it despite the fear. So do it incrementally. Do it one step at a time. But do it. But the first part of it is face it. What am I afraid of? Am I afraid of failure? Am I afraid of success? That was the one I had to battle. I'd failed so many times. I knew what that felt like. But to succeed? Whew, that was scary. Sometimes our fears might not even be what we've recognized them as. So really sit down with yourself, get quiet, and ask, what am I truly afraid of? Because until you face it, you can't overcome it, you can't walk through it. You can't persevere. You can't have the courage. So today, take a little time. What is my fear? What is the thing that's truly holding me back? Journal it. Free write it. Free write it. Like literally start with, what is the fear that's holding me back? And just keep writing. Don't stop. I don't know what I'm supposed to be writing. This feels stupid. Like whatever. And it will come out. Just keep writing. Just keep writing. Look out the window. Oh, it stopped raining. Write that. Like just keep free writing, because that free writing is going to trigger that program, and that's what's going to finally come out. Might take a page and a half of writing. Might take 2 pages of writing. Write down what you're going to do for the day. Write down what's frustrating you. Write down what you're happy about. Just keep writing. Free write it until it comes out, and it will. Because I'm not going to lie to you. When it came out that I was afraid of success, I almost fell off my chair. Who doesn't want to be successful? But when you've never really felt good enough or worthy enough, you can be afraid of success. Yeah. Harmonize in the now. Sync with the rhythm and the wisdom of the universe. And this totally goes back to look at that. Harmonize in the now. Sync with the rhythm and wisdom of the universe. How do you do that? How do you do that? You ground. How do you do that? You get quiet. You get out in nature. You feel into your body. yoga, breathing, feeling your body, feeling the rhythm of your body, feeling the rhythm of the earth. That's where you'll feel the truth, the knowingness. Because when you're alone and you're going through something and it feels traumatic, that connection can mean everything. So I'm going to get some angels to see who wants to come in and support us as we go through this. Archangel Ariel. Connect with nature. There it is. You know, I live in what is called the Finger Lakes region of upstate New York, and connecting with nature is so beautiful here because we have so much diversity. We have the lakes, we have mountains, we have wilderness, we have hiking trails. Getting out in nature is so profound in my area, and if you don't have that, go in your backyard. Or maybe you do have that and you just never have, like, you know, sometimes when we live in an area, we don't tourist our own area, right? Or maybe you've always, you know, there's always been that place like that hiking trail or that park or that, you've like, I've always wanted to go there, I've just never done it. Do it. Connect. The rhythms of water, the rhythms of the breeze in the trees, the rhythms of the birds and the small animals in the nature, in like wilderness, like in a like a national park or a state park, you know, where there's really no traffic, it's just nature. And again, if you can't do that, get in your backyard. Find a corner of your backyard where you're kind of isolated and all you can see in front of you is a tree or a hedge. But get in the green and invoke Archangel Ariel, the Archangel of Love. And surround yourself with white light, clearing and shielding when you're in situations where you're having to make hard decisions, when you're in situations that don't feel good, especially if you're an empath and you're in a situation where you have to deal with a difficult, toxic energy like every day at work, you know, clear and shield. Like before you have to talk to that person or before you walk in, just ask, please bubble me in white light, clear and shield me as I go forth in this day or as I'm in this situation. They will. They will. And Archangel Uriel. Yeah. The soul power. Dropping down into your heart, feeling your connection to your higher self, getting into connection with your soul. Asking Archangel Uriel to help you with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. So this Thursday, in 2 days, I'm going to be doing the Meetup, the monthly Meetup. I'm so excited about it because we're going to get together and we're going to do work, profound work. We're going to do some compassion key. We're going to do some meditation. We're going to talk about innate wisdom and what that means so that you can start transforming in your life in the way that feels good, so that you can start drawing to you and manifesting everything that you are here to manifest and to have. You know, whether it's financial stability, whether it's that most compatible soulmate, whatever it is, This is what the meetup is all about, helping you to manifest your life. Work through your traumas and dramas. Doing self-directed compassion. So I hope you'll join me if you're being called to. All right, have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings, and I'll talk to you soon.